In this video, I want to show you some useful tips and tricks for working with the sine and cosine functions in Desmos. So I have both of them graphed here, cosine in black, sine in purple. Recall that if you just watched the video previous to this, if I take my cosine or my sine function and scoot them over a little bit to the left or to the right, they land right on top of each other. Okay, so I want to demonstrate that in Desmos right now. So if I was to take my cosine function in black and scoot it over to the right, it would become my sine function. So hopefully, if you remember it, you have to scoot it over how many degrees? Okay, 90 degrees. Or if it's in radians, you're scooting it over pi divided by 2. So that would be pi over 2 is the same thing as 90 degrees, but in radians. So if I go to my cosine function, and where x is, I put parentheses around that, and inside of those parentheses, I move it over to the right, so that would be minus pi divided by 2. There we go, it lands right on top of sine, okay? So one thing that you may be wondering is, okay, so if I have pi divided by 2 here, is there any way to make the x-axis show those radian values like we have been seeing in all of these problems where the x-axis is in radians? So if you're in Desmos, I don't know if you guys have tried this before, but one thing that's kind of fun is I like to put it in projector mode so it's a little bit easier to see. But you can go to the x-axis and change the step that it goes by. So right now the step is 1, okay? Every or actually this is scaled up right now, so it's 0.5, okay? But every box here is 0.5, so 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, okay? So I can actually change the step to be in radians. So if I write in the letters pi, it automatically changes it to pi, and then I could change this to divided by 2, and there we go. I have all of my x-axis in radians now. So this is super helpful if you plan on using Desmos to do some of your homework problems. Now you can see that represented in the x-axis.